understand this.
Well, what's wrong?
I just don't understand calculus. It's too hard.
But do you know how to factor?
Of course I know how to factor. I had Miss Coffee.
Well, you know, there is something else you should know.
Wait, what should I know?
Trig!
I know the unit circle. What you really need to remember for the unit circle for trigonometry is your radians, but more specifically, the points on your radians. If you have pi over 6, pi over 4, or pi over 3, you can remember that pi over 6 is always 1/2, comma, root 3 over 2. And that corresponds with all the other 3 quadrants. It'll always be 1/2, root 3 over 6 for the bottom of 6. For the bottom of 4, that's the easiest. It's just root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. And it'll always be that for the quadrants. Pi over 3 is a little more tricky because it's inverse of pi over 6. So if you see the bottom of 3, it'll always be root 3 over 2, comma, 1/2. There we go.
If you ever get tasked to find sine, it's always the y coordinate. I see a cosine over there. Let's go.
I will run.
If you're ever trying to find a cosine, it's always the x value. If anyone really knows me, they know that I love to go off on a tangent. But this tangent is a little more serious. If you're looking for this tangent in the unit circle, you're going to find that using y over x.
Now it's time for things to get a little more tricky. Cosecant, just 1 over sine.
Yeah.
You still can't secant. To find secant, it's just 1 over cosine. I'm not really known not to go on a tangent, but here's a cotangent, x over y.
If you're ever getting confused between cosecant and secant, just remember that each trig function has its own co, like cotangent and tangent, cosecant and sine, and secant and cosine.
Oh, thank you! I never thought of that! It's because they're co-parents. Ah!
Violet, is that the unit circle in your pizza?
Whoa, you're right. You can find the unit circle practically anywhere. Wow, look at that. You can see all 4 quadrants. And all you have to remember is your cosine and your sine. Your x-axis is your cosine and your y-axis is your sine. And all you have to remember that cosine is 1, 0, and sine is 0, 1. And if you really look at it, if you look at cosine, 1 is your cosine and 0 is your sine. That's all you have to remember. Wow, I destroyed this unit circle. And now that I destroyed mine, why don't you guys destroy your unit circle? And then you can do the... Holy shit, look at that ass on that, not a thumb. 1.
If you're ever getting confused between cosecant and secant, just remember that each... Redo that.